You're leaking capital right now, and you don't even feel it. 0.01% here, 0.03% there, a hidden funding spike while you refresh the order book. But scale that over a 7-figure stack, over 300 trades this quarter, and you've quietly bled the equivalent of a Lambo into someone else's pocket. That's the hook, that's the pain. And that's why you're still watching. You call yourself a professional, a shark, a whale. So act like one. Audit every basis point, question every swap, squeeze slippage until it screams. If you're still paying maker fees on a venue drowning in latency, you're not a whale. You're chum. Stay. Because in the next minutes, I'm ripping open the myths your current exchange sold you, exposing the liquidity mirage you're chasing, and showing you where the rebates, depth, and execution edge actually hide. And when I say hide, I mean tucked in a place you scroll past every day. The channel description, the avatar you never tap, the about section you ignore. That's where your fee rebate is sleeping. Tap my avatar. Tap avatar. Click avatar channel. Channel description holds your bonus. Description equals leverage. Don't move yet. Absorb this. If you click out too soon, you'll do what every retail fisher does. Run to the next shiny thumbnail, forget the math, and fund the whales that actually clicked. Stay. Breathe. We're building a blueprint, and every blueprint needs a conviction opening. Your problem isn't entries, it's cost of execution. Your problem isn't alpha, it's friction. You don't lose because you're wrong, you lose because you're expensive. So here's the pact. I'll give you the cost-killing framework, the order flow heat maps, the liquidation cluster traps, and the one move that turns your edge into a moat. But you reciprocate by doing the one low-effort, high-payoff action pros do. Check the description, tap my avatar, secure the bonus you keep postponing, and stop feeding spread to a venue that treats your size like inconvenience. Deal? Good. Now lock in. This isn't a 60-second dopamine hit. This is the deep end. Let's dissect the lie of deep liquidity you've been sold. Exchanges parade 24-hour volume numbers like neon signs. But as a whale, you know volume doesn't equal fill quality. What matters is how the book absorbs your size without slipping a cent beyond your tolerance. If you're slicing orders manually to avoid breaking the market, you're already in the wrong pool. Futures liquidity isn't depth at best bid, it's resilience under stress. Spot liquidity isn't tight spread during Asia's quiet hours. It's the ability to exit 8 figures when New York pukes without lighting your own slippage bonfire. And fees? Maker rebates are the cashback for amateurs. Real pros extract custom tiers, hidden coupons, and negotiated structures. Do you think those deals show up in a banner? No. They sit where only the persistent look. The channel description that literally holds your bonus. That's not fluff. That's you bypassing the public rates. Every tick you donate in hidden fee drag is a tick your competitor compounds. So here's your wake-up. Your strategy is solid, your execution is not. You measure entries in basis points, but you leave 10 to 20 BPAs on the table in MESC costs. Fix that. While we peel back the market structure, remember, everything here is actionable, but only if you follow through outside the video. You'll hear me repeat this. Click avatar, tap my avatar, open the description, because repetition isn't annoyance. It's insurance that your P&L evaporation stops tonight. Keep your notebook open. We're diving into funding rate arbitrage, cross-margin hacks, and a subtle twist, why your so-called hedge is secretly a correlated liability when volatility spikes. This is where amateurs tune out and whales lean forward. You're still here? Good. You're my audience. Funding rates are the quiet vampire of perpetual futures. Retail celebrates a 0.03% positive funding like it's free yield. Whales calculate compounding drag across synchronized positions. Imagine your long BTC perp and hedged spot, classic basis trade. Now imagine funding flips plus 1% during a week where volatility compresses. Your hedge now eats yield instead of spitting it, and because you're hedged, you don't notice the boil, like a lobster in warm water. Pros track this hourly, but the real killers exploit dislocations cross-exchange. If you're locked into one venue because the sign-up friction on a better one felt annoying, you're literally choosing convenience over ROI. Your laziness is quantifiable, and the cure is embarrassingly simple. Description: tap Avatar Channel. Channel description holds your bonus. You know the phrases. They're your bridge to multi-venue flexibility. The more venues you fluidly rotate through, the more you exploit funding asymmetry. Do you have the rail to instantly pivot volume to a deep book on MEXC or LBank when OKX's book gets thin in alt-season mania? If not, your edge is time-frame-dependent luck. Whales don't pray for liquidity. They preload pipelines. They distribute volume across accounts, tie them to API keys, and route by fee, tier, and book depth in real time. That's operational alpha. This is your operations manual. Click Avatar, tap My Avatar Sheet, check the channel description. Secure the rails before you need them. When volatility hits, you won't build pipelines, you'll drown. Let's talk order flow, the language of professionals. You know volume isn't just volume. It's aggressive versus passive, delta versus absorption. But here's the twist. Whales often misinterpret big walls as strength or weakness. They forget about spoofing tactics that vanish at touch. Your read on the book is a hallucination unless you correlate it with actual fills. You need multiple feeds, piped into a framework that alerts you, not entertains you. If your setup is just TradingView plus one DOM, you're under-equipped. Build redundancy. Route orders smartly. While upgrading your stack, upgrade your fee structure too. Every execution signal improvement gets kneecapped by unchanged friction. The easiest upgrade is hidden in plain sight. Channel description holds your bonus. Tap Avatar Channel and look. This isn't just about rebates, it's about psychological commitment. Once you click through, you commit to optimizing costs, boosting your net performance. Pause if you must. Do the boring but lethal step, then resume. Back? Good. Now internalize this. Sophisticated order flow analysis mitigates risk when direction betrays you. Funding, fees, and liquidity. Interplay like gears. Grease them and you glide. Ignore them and you grind. Grinders burn out. You're not here to grind. You're here to compound. Risk isn't just a paragraph in your trading journal. It's the lifeblood of your strategy. You run stops and hedge, but do you model venue risk? What if your primary exchange rate limits you during a cascade? What's your slippage model under flash crash conditions? Pros simulate fills under stress and pre-deploy collateral across platforms. Every platform should be one tap away, because redundancy without efficiency is dead weight. Here's the twist. Your own size is risk. Liquidity accommodates you until it doesn't. Exchanges love your volume until the market moves against you. Then every micro delay costs more. That's why pro traders partner with venues that incentivize them to stay. Partnership can start with the right referral route that unlocks hidden tiers. Ego is expensive. Efficiency is profitable. Swallow pride, extract value. Audit your capital efficiency. Are you overposting margin on one platform? Cross-venue margin management is the difference between forced exit and controlled bleed. Implement a dashboard or a simple spreadsheet. Stop being blind to your own ammo distribution. Your edge multiplies when your capital circulates intelligently. Let's zoom out to psychology, the part whales pretend they've mastered. FOMO isn't just for retail. Pro traders feel it too. It's the fear of missing an unheard-of fee tier or being first in a new listing. This video is engineered to trigger a productive kind of FOMO, fear of missing operational alpha. If I sound repetitive with Tap My Avatar and channel description holds your bonus, it's because the neural loop needs volume to stick. But here's your twist. It's not just about clicking. It's about weaponizing that mentality in your own content. Every time you open a new position, run a mental CTA. Did I route this order through the cheapest path? Embed these prompts. Make them habitual. While others chase the next narrative coin, you tighten the bolts on the machine that prints, regardless of narrative. Whispered truth. The best whales are boring. They systematize the unsexy stuff so they can take exciting bets without emotional leakage. Be that whale. Reshape your action flow right now. Click Avatar, verify the description. Not tomorrow, now. Then come back for the finale, because I promised a twist, and it's coming. Here's the twist. You didn't come for a script, you came for permission. Permission to admit your setup isn't as optimized as your ego claims. Permission to ditch an exchange you've outgrown. Permission to chase basis points like they're treasure, because they are. What you really needed was someone to hold up a mirror and say, "Your alpha isn't missing, it's misallocated." So let this be the moment you reallocate. You've sat through this because somewhere inside you, you knew the math was off. Correct it. The channel description is your checklist. The avatar is your door. The description is your lever. Tap my avatar. Click Avatar Channel. Channel description holds your bonus. You know the phrases. Now act on them with whale conviction. I won't flash a link on screen. I respect your intelligence. You'll find it because pros find what matters. From here, take the framework. Audit fees weekly, model slippage per venue. Diversify collateral. Automate funding arbitrage. Build a kill switch for latency spikes. Instill CTA habits into your execution. Then, come back and tell me the BPS you saved, the fills you improved, the edge you locked in. This relationship is iterative. I drop frameworks, you execute, you return sharper, we push further. That's how whales stay whales. The market will shake, narratives will flip, regulators will tweet, but the trader who turns friction into fuel wins the decade. You're either that trader, or you scroll away and fund the one who clicked. Don't fund them, be them, now move. Description awaits.